Hello, this is Invader Coda, bringing you a spoiler-free guide on how to get all the endings and sweet, sweet rewards for the Hangout event with Mondstadt's favorite idol, Barbara. I'll be directing you through how to unlock the Hangout event quests, the dialogue choices that lead you to each ending with the least amount of spoilers as possible, and give some tips on how to speed things up through the process. First things first, how do you unlock the Hangout events? The first thing that you want to do is open up your quest menu, and on the bottom left, you will see an Unlock Quest button. Press that to open up the Story Quest menu, and on the top of the screen, you'll see two options. Press the right option to open your Hangout event menu. From here, you will need to use 2 story keys to unlock each Hangout event. To gain story keys, you'll need to complete 8 daily commissions and turn them into story keys on the Story Quest menu. Easy enough. So let's get started with the Barbara Hangout event, Wellspring of Healing. First thing you need to do is find Sister Victoria in front of the Mondstadt Cathedral. So use the closest fast travel point and make your way over to her. Here she will tell you that Barbara isn't here and is in Wolvendom. A quick tip here is that the Cecilia Garden waypoint is way better than any other waypoint as it involves the least amount of climbing and enemies. Make your way over to the quest area and you will find Barbara standing near the Pyro Elemental Pillar. Glide over to her and start the first of many dialogues with the Hydro Healer. Your conversation with her will be interrupted by everyone's least favorite stalker, which spooks our adorable sister. Stop! This is the first divergence in the dialogue choices that lead you on 2 separate paths. From here on, I will refer to the top right choice as option 1, and count up, going in a clockwise motion, accounting for all dialogue options. For this instance, the dialogue choice you want to make is option 1. After you leave Barbara, head north towards your yellow quest marker, possibly picking up some wolven berries on the way, and you'll encounter Albert. You'll talk to Albert and have a chance to find out what the Barbara fan club is. But the important choices come when you are given 3 options. To get to your first ending and 20 Primogems, you want to select option number 1, all 3 times it appears. After your conversation, you'll follow Albert around as he searches for Barbara in vain. When he stops, you'll have a small conversation with him, and your first ending will pop up. So now that we've gotten to the first ending, we're going to go back into the Hangout menu and pick the Sudden Shouting path. We could start over, but this guide is to get the rewards the fastest, so we're going to skip the whole first divergent path we talked about earlier and the wolf-hook farming it entails. For the Barbara fans though, I suggest you go that pathway sometime later because you get a lot of Barbara backstory about her family and about why she became a deaconess. So we're back here once again talking with Stalker Albert, and we get to the second of our divergent path options. We picked option 1 throughout to get to the ending one, and now we're going to pick option 3 to move on with the rest of the Hangout event. After you shoo away the stalker, go back to Barbara and talk to her. Nothing really happens here, so after you're done talking to her, you'll follow the yellow quest marker to find her once again. This is my quick introduction to the Hangout fail mechanic. If you choose option 1 for the dialogue in this section, you will fail, and you have to start again from a story checkpoint. I will tell you which dialogue options from here on out that will lead to this failure. Now that we are clear on that, we are going to pick option 2 here. You will fast travel back to Mondstadt Cathedral where you will talk to Victoria once again. Here she will ask you to take care of Barbara's chores to clean up around the cathedral grounds. You'll want to grab your favorite animo characters like Sucrose, or Jean, or do what I do and make Barbara do her own chores. As you make your way back to Sister Victoria, Barbara intercepts you. You'll be met with another choice here that will set you up towards different endings. We will be choosing option 2 here, when Barbara asks us which drink we would like. Stop! I'm highlighting this dialogue here because we will be going back to this option in a few minutes. It is important to choose dialogue option 1 here, as this will get you 2 different endings in one go, so this will save us some time. So after we talk to Sister Victoria again, we will be off to find some special Dwayun chilies at Stone Gate. You want to use this stone circle to the left of the waypoint to summon a gust of wind. I use Albedo for that extra elevator boost and glide over towards our destination. Once we've gathered our chilies, we teleport back to just outside the Mondstadt gates. Barbara will not be at the quest marker, and you'll get a little scene with Paimon. You'll follow the quest marker to find Barbara. She'll tell you about some treasure hoarders, and you're going to want to choose option 1 each time you're given the chance. After the conversation ends, it's time to flex some muscle as the unsuspecting treasure hoarders. Sorry for blinding you as I flex my 5 stars here, but you will fight your way through 3 waves of enemies before you stop and have a talk to the merchant they were harassing. You'll go through a long conversation, and at the end you will be given 3 options. Be wary of option 2, as that leads you down a fail state, and you'll have to fight the treasure hoarders all over again and waste time. Don't worry, you'll have another chance to rain divine fury down upon the treasure hoarders soon. But for now, we will be going with option 1. This will lead us to our next ending and another reward. Don't move, as you will want to open your story menu and choose the Knight and Deaconess Ready for Battle Hangout memory. Since you will already be in the area, you won't have to fast travel to Starfell Lake and waste any time. Once again, you'll bring justice to the treasure hoarders and talk to the merchant. This time, when given the option, we will be going with option 3. When you are done talking to Barbara, you will fast travel back to Mondstadt to unlock your next ending. That is 2 endings done in less than 5 minutes if you're quick in dispatching those pesky treasure hoarders. Remember the dialogue option I highlighted earlier? We're going to be using that as we revisit the Deaconess's Gratitude memory. Remember to choose option 2 first with the chili brew, and now instead of splitting up, we are going to stick with Barbara and choose option 2. You'll both have a long-winded conversation with Sister Victoria that don't have any dialogue options to worry about, so go ahead and power through that if you need to. Once done, you will head to the Whispering Woods, where you will encounter a band of hilichurls peacefully sitting where you need to be. So, obviously you have to slaughter them all to get what you need. I suggest bringing a pyro character to deal with the pesky shield hilichurl. I didn't do so, and you see this took way longer than it needed to. After a short conversation, you will be approached by a suspicious man. You'll be presented with 4 options at one point, but it doesn't matter which one you choose. It only matters when Barbara wants to gather some herbs to heal his wounds. Here you're going to choose option 2, which will make our suspicious man even more suspicious. He attacks you as you leave the dialogue. Big mistake on his part. After you dispatch with him, talk to Barbara again and you will receive your 4th ending. 1 more to go. Once again, we will be going to the Deaconess's Gratitude Hangout memory. You will fast travel back to the cathedral and talk to Barbara, but this time we will be choosing option 1 for the fantastic summer serendipity coral sparkling tea. Whew, that was a mouthful to say. You'll talk to Sister Victoria once again, where she explains what the knights do when fans start to make a scene with Barbara around. I wonder what we will be doing next. Fast travel close to the fountain square and make your way to the Cat's Tail Bar, where you will find Barbara accosted by some fans of hers. Shocking! Who would have guessed that would happen? When they start to overwhelm our poor idol, you step in and have a word with each of her fans. The order you talk to them doesn't matter, but for each fan you want to select option 2. Option 1 doesn't hurt, but you will lose hearts and it will take much longer to go through the scene if you choose that option on any of her fans. After you shoo away her fans, she thanks you with the longest walk ever. So let's speed this up. You get to the bridge and have another conversation with her. None of the options here matter, but they each give a little bit more backstory to Barbara, so they are worth it for the Barbara fans out there to revisit, so you can hear each option of dialogue. Once you are done talking to Barbara, we unlock our 5th and final ending. Woohoo! We did it! For those just looking for the sweet rewards, your job is done. For those who want to get more information on Barbara and her story, I suggest going back and choosing different options and unlocking all the paths. It is definitely worth it for those who love the lore of the game. Now, onto a little tip that I wish I had thought of while I was unlocking all of the endings. Head to your nearest alchemy table and you will want to create a portable waypoint. It is quite expensive as it costs a dead ley line leaves, 2 luminescent spines, and 5 crystal chunks, but it will save you a ton of time, especially if you place one right here, in front of the cathedral entrance. With how many times you have to go back to this one spot, you will save so much time on all of your runs throughout the Hangout event. And that is my spoiler-free guide for Barbara's Hangout event. I hope this helps you get your sweet rewards quickly for this quest. If you want to see more guides like this, press that thumbs up button down below and drop a comment to let me know who you would like to see next, or any other suggestions for future videos. This is Invader Coda, Halting Communications. Thank you for watching.